all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Mods, and today is Ecto Monday, everybody. So we have got issue 117 of Build the Ecto-1, and we're just doing a little bit of work on the headlining today, so this should be fun. But I am going to have to move that across because we're putting this headlining in the vehicle, so that is going to be fun because it just weighs an absolute ton. Anyway, I think we should get started on this one. So with all that said, let's get modelling. Okay, so we're going to need this first of all. And we're going to need this bit. Let me just move them out of the way. And this is basically going to sit just in here like that. But it is again screwed in with the tiniest screws, which are RP screws, and there's 6 of these altogether. So we know this thing's not going anywhere. That's one. A little bit difficult to get to that top bit. And that's just come out. Typical. Now they've both come out. Well, it might be easier to do this with that off. That's another one in. Never worked with such small screws before. That's another. I'll just do this top one here. That's the top one, and then we've just got these two in here to do. So small. You really have to push down just to get some grip on them. This one doesn't want to go in. Okay, that's done now. Okay, so moving that aside, we need the bit for the CB radio. So we've got this bit here, and basically we're going to put this in. It's just like a push fit connection, just like that. Then we've got some dials to put on. So I'm going to put, out of the dials we got, this was the largest out of them all, and that has got to go on the end one. And then the other dials, you do get one spare as well if you lose one. But they're just going to go, I think I'm going to need my tweezers for this, which I do have out already. With tweezers, that happens if you squeeze too hard. Right, okay. Right, I managed to get one in with my fingers. I think this is going to have to be the way to go on this one. Last one. Right, this one doesn't want to go in as well. Right, that's it. Oh, that was tough. Okay, right, so going to the next page of the magazine. What it wants us to do now is the speaker, well, should I say the microphone. Just getting it right the right way around. Just double checking. Ah, right, so you have a larger and you have a smaller hole, and that determines the way it goes around. So it's gone around just like that. Okay, so moving on to the next thing. The next thing I find is actually quite ingenious. We've been given this wire. What it wants us to do, it's sort of like holding it like that. It wants us to curl it round a screwdriver. I think this is very ingenious how they've done this. Try not to overlap it. Okay, just like that. And as we take it off, as you can see, it's made a curl for us. So what we need to do next is we need to thread this through. So look. Right, so it's facing like that. It wants us to go through this tiny hole here. Let's get some tweezers on that one. I do believe that's going to be, just going to bend. I don't want it to bend. No, wrong hole. Right. Thinking that wire is a little bit too long coming off of it, so I'm just gonna put it back on here. Just roll it a few more times. Now let's try putting it on. Well, into it really. Ugh. Really not wanting to go in. It is a tight fit. Right, 2 seconds guys, and I'll just get back to you on this one. Okay guys, I'm back. That was no task. I'll give it that. That was an absolute nightmare to do. And I did put that on, but I've got it on upside down according to the picture. So we'll change that. I mean, to tell you the truth, I don't even think they use this on the film. Now I'm just looking at this. Have they got... Because it's got the speaker showing. Oh no, it's right, it's right. Sorry, yeah, I just... Right, so we've got it like that. Can always look at sorting out that way later. And then we need to put it onto here, just like that. And then we need to screw that in with 2 KP screws. Now the question here is going to be lining it up to get the screws in. Having the right view to deal with that. I think I've got it lined up. Yep, screws going in. I think that wire is one of the most challenging things we've had to do on this build so far. Well, I've had to do on this build. Now the other side, in theory, should be lined up, which it is. And that's now on. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to reattach the sun visors, and then I need to go get the body of the car, because we've now got to put this onto the body shell of the car. So I'll bring that over and we can get that job done. Okay guys, we're back. I've got the body over. I'm telling you now, the person who made the design for the sun visors is crap. I've got to say it. It is really, really poorly thought out. Okay, so what we're going to do, just going to put this into here. Move that over. There we go. Right, okay. And then we need to secure that in somehow. Right. We have to... How the heck are we supposed to do that? Right, let's see if we can get this in. So, this is going in with some EM screws. But I really don't know how we are supposed to get to the screws that are under the sun visors. That's one in the easiest location. Put another one over the other side. But I've got a feeling these sun visors are going to get in the way and we're not going to be able to do it. Okay, that's another one in. It's definitely in. Right, so this is where it's going to get tricky, because the screw holes are underneath sun visors. I'm managing for now, but I'm telling you now, I've glued now them bars in on them sun visors. I reckon they probably would have come off while doing this. So, not the best design in the world, I don't think. Anyway, that's now in. I'm going to put that like that. I will say though, I have got this on some foam blocks so I don't damage them top lights, and I think that's going to have to be the way to go with this in the future, because it's yeah, we could still access the lights, I do believe. So I don't know, I think there should have been a bit of a better thought out here of these lights. I've heard numerous people then breaking on them. But that is this issue done. So that's issue 117 complete. Well, that was no mean task. I'm telling you now, that was awful. Really awful. Them sun visors are just an absolute ball. They really are. Just the design of them is absolutely poor, and I think they could have looked into it a lot better than the way they have done. But the top lining above the drivers is in now, and yeah, I don't really want to do that again, because that is just, it's really hard to work with when them sun visors are being designed the way they have. You know, I said, yeah, I'll put these sun visors back in and I'll go get the body of the car, and I was still working trying to get them back in an hour, sorry, about half an hour later. So in the end, them pins, they're glued in now, and because I just don't want them coming out anymore. And I think we're going to run the risk of that when we put the two halves, two pieces together. So it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare, but I did enjoy it, you know. But yeah, could have made it a little bit easier. Anyway, if you like this video, and probably didn't like this video, please can you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.